An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. A Week 1 showdown with both teams hoping to start their season off on a high note. It's the Oregon Ducks and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
I caught up with the Oregon head coach before the game. He has been warning his players all week. They're in the top 25. They might have the most talent, but he understands this environment is insane. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football, and he understands they can disrupt play calling, communication at the line of scrimmage. He has been playing crowd noise all week in practice to make sure his players are prepared. Reese?
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Ducks kickoff unit is ready, and so is this home crowd. They've been waiting on the season, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Quick give. It's Berry. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Let's talk for a minute about LSU. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Back to pass, it's Levitt. Here comes the heat. Can't make the catch on 3rd down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
Making his first move. Good coverage on that one, and they get him almost immediately. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Running inside, it's Davison. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Just like we expected, this home crowd getting involved right from the start. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. Right side, it's Bear. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throw and catch.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. From the gun, running back on the move.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Raiola to throw. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Left side, it's Johnson.
I think moving forward on third down, this offense is going to have to be a little bit more aggressive and try to throw it vertically. Start throwing the ball around the line of scrimmage against these guys. They've got way too much speed. You saw it right there.
They booted away on fourth down. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
Well, this is a running back that gets stronger as the game goes on, and they try to get him going early on the toss play, Reese.
And if we start stretching the defense sideways, sometimes a little vulnerable in the middle later in the game.
Yeah, that might open an opportunity for a play action. Maybe fake the toss and see if you can get a tight end or a slot receiver down the middle of the field.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Keeps it moving. It's Gage. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The lone back's got it. Taken down.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Big third down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. Takes a handoff, and he's going right. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They boot it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The run inside. It's Hill. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll run it. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And I tell you what, no secret on this drive. This offense, they're not trying to maintain balance. They're trying to line up and just dot you right in the eyes. 4 straight runs, get the first down, and really starting to play physical.
Defense might bring the house here. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Down he goes.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They're in the gun. Here's Dylan Raiola. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. They'll get this drive going from the 17. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Moves the pocket. It's Levin. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
Man, that is such great 3rd down defense. Seeing the football, breaking on the football, knowing where he's at, because he's probably going to get that 1st down, but nice timing. Sometimes guys get there just a little bit early, get the pass interference, but that was right on time to make the hit and dislodge that football.
Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. No room to bring it back. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. And he's brought down after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Here's Raiola to throw. Caught. Breaks into the open. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
RPO complete. Smashes ahead. He's loose down the left side. Into the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
And these offenses, man, they've been struggling, and you've been waiting. Who's going to make the big play? They finally break through. They make the big explosive play, and maybe this is what they needed to get this offense rolling.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a crease. Shows him the stiff arm. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, the running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because if you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some bounds and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They'll run the counter. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Scanning the field, it's Levin. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Makes the quick grab. At the 45, on its way. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Hits inside, it's Hill. Maybe a crease. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
It's the one thing this offensive coordinator always stresses is having balance in the offense. First play you throw it, get a nice one. Second play you run it, and get another nice one.
And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Ducks! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. On the move, it's Berry. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. All right, guys, let's talk LSU. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Keeps it on the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it. See some running room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a 1st down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all 4th. Created equally. Like, right, this is a shorter 4th down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. Snapped on 4th down. Release to the back. Hauls it in the 1st down and more. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Run in the red zone. It's Barry. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tackles. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Got some room to run. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. One more snap coming before halftime. Takes the handoff. It's Davison. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and we'll see if they're content to run out the clock here in the 1st half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Akron, taking on the number 16 team, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Zips coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. In deafening noise, here's Dylan Raiola. Out wide right, it's Davison. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up fourth down.
And the returner will be dragged down. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now, listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Looking downfield, it's Blevin. Makes the grab. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It has not been a banner performance so far by this offense. Here in the second half, they need more plays like that. That's a good sign. But you got to be able to put those plays back to back now. Really nice job early in the drive, coming up with a big one in your own end. But now you've got to be able to string some of those along now and score some more points.
And this offense is clicking, man. This defense is going to have to find something in a hurry, right? That's 3 plays. That's 3 first downs. They've got to do a better job of affecting this defense, getting some penetration, winning at the line of scrimmage. You can't let them just move down the field and get a first down on every single play they run.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. The give to Caden Durham.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Making the adjustment on the play. Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Zings it complete to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Well, that was an easy one for the officials. You can't grab a face mask like that, and it cost the defense a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He's looking to throw. Finds his man, and he'll haul it over and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They'll try to tack one more on their score.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. It back, and here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. All over him immediately.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Raiola. Moving out to the right. Throwing on the run. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Knocked down at the 44, but he got 15 on that one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
The Tigers will have it 1st and 10. On the option. Turning it on. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Run in the red zone, it's Gage. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
Sets his feet. It's Levin. Oh, pressure's coming. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's what I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. And they take it in for 6 more points. Extra point here will tie the game. And after that extra point, we have a tie ball game in the third quarter. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Snags a quick pass on the left. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. So first down will open up the final period. Throwing Raiola. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Finds a crease, and the ball's loose in the backfield. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. They bring him down, but not only does he recover the fumble, he gets the first down. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. They're in the gun. Here's Raiola. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So the LSU Tiger offense comes out to start this drive. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Right back to the well. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting
first down here as we dive into the college football season. A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's 2 things he has to think about on one play.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Going to try to get it himself. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Out wide left, it's Moore. Quick step and go. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that threat.
It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
We knew this crowd would make its presence felt, and they are doing so in a big spot. Keep it on the ground. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Raiola turns it upfield. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it. It's Davison. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
to the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Enormous play coming right here. Third down, and this crowd is bringing down the house. Through the noise, Raiola tries to get him set. Incomplete. A 50-50 ball won by no one that time.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the fourth quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
And here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. He's taking a deep shot. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to get a few first downs, get some space, so if you punt after that point, you can pin them a little bit deep. This is the exact opposite of what happened. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
They were all over it.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might as well run him again. Got enough space. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
LSU 14.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To throw, it's Levitt. Fires to the wideout. And he throws another interception, his third one of the night. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually. But that's why you play the games. You get to now go back to the drawing board, get back on the practice field, try and iron out these wrinkles. It's a long season ahead. A lot to play for.
That's going to do it for us as the season